Ibrahim's heart raced, but he forced himself to continue.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
He whispered, seeking refuge from the accursed devil, but the whispering only grew louder, filling the hall with a cacophony of voices, all speaking at once. Suddenly, the shadows on the walls began to move, swirling and shifting as if alive. The air grew thick, almost suffocating, and the temperature dropped rapidly. Ibrahim's breath came in shallow gasps. As he finished his prayer, he turned to leave, but the door of the mosque slammed shut with a deafening crash. He was trapped. The whispers turned to laughter, cruel and mocking, echoing off the walls. In the center of the prayer hall, the dark mass began to take shape, a figure tall and strong, with eyes that burned like embers in the night. It was a jinn, one of the rebellious ones, a creature made of fire. And it was furious. Ibrahim recited ayat al-kursi, the verse of the throne.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم.
His voice steady despite the terror gripping him. The jinn stood there growling at Ibrahim, but it did not vanish. Leave this place, it said, or suffer the fate of those who came before you. Ibrahim, gathering all his courage, replied, "This is a house of Allah, and I will not leave it to you." The jinn's eyes flared with anger, but Ibrahim stood his ground, reciting verse after verse.
السماوات والأرض وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض.
His faith was his only shield. The jinn howled in rage. Unable to draw closer, with a final, curious scream, the jinn disappeared into the darkness. The shadows retreating back into the corners of the mosque. The door swung open with a creak. He had driven the jinn away, but he knew the mosque was still tainted by its presence. He vowed to return with others to cleanse the mosque and restore it to its former glory, so that it could once again be a place of peace and prayer. As he stepped outside, the city's sounds returned. Ibrahim knew that the battle was far from over, but he was not afraid, for he had seen the power of his faith, and he knew that with Allah by his side, no evil could prevail.